exits. I'm glued to the pavement between the lines. I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once and I don't need to go around anymore. It's time to break away. Forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switching the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. Taking risks, I'm casting off without a lifeline. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control.
What is going on, FHL? It's time for the 1 p.m. Central Standard Time session on Saturday for qualifying first run for Forza Horizon Drift League Season 2. We had a driver drop out of this session and probably drop out the rest of the season. That is Mr. Crab 1327, but we do have Team Slap 980 in here, so you will see him run. Real quick, FHDL is presented by Trifecta Drift Team. Do you meet the trifecta? Speed, proximity, style. Excuse me. Also brought to you by Plantronics Gaming. Gear up, gear good. Sponsored by 110 Customs. We don't just give 100% effort, we give you 110. Also sponsored by Figurative Tuning. Need a drift tune that needs a couple tweaks or a whole new drift tune in general? Go to Figurative Tuning. They'll help you figure it out. Also sponsored by HKS Performance, bringing style to drifting since 2002. Also by Team 5 Zog and Forza Daily Skids on Instagram. Strictly Sideways, Vapors Vape Shop, and now sponsored by StickerBoost.com. Go to StickerBoost.com, use the code FHDL to get 15% off your purchase. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into the session, get my traffic glitch out of the way, do the course preview, and then we will watch Team Slap 980 run his 2 qualifying runs. Alright, so let's see here. Spawn in on this event here so I can get it out of the way. So far we got 1 viewer already. Appreciate you coming out and watching, viewer. Pretty sure it's T-John though. He told me he was going to be watching the chat as usual. Oh, we actually got 3 viewers. It just hasn't gone in there yet. We got Thronezilla, Original Draft, and T-John. So what is up, guys? Thanks for coming out and watching this. Appreciate it. Alright, go ahead and start this event. Again, do not join Slap. Alright, so again, sorry you guys gotta wait for this, but it's just easier since we are short-staffed on getting traffic blocked, so we do the traffic glitch for qualifying and stuff like that. But we did see one hell of a run put in by the first guy to qualify this weekend, Woofy Drifts from Trifecta Drift Team. That was at the 10 a.m. session. I recommend you guys go back and watch it. His second run was just phenomenal. He only missed one clip, and it was a touch and go. And only missed that. So if there's any docking on his score, it's just from angle. But it was a phenomenal run, and what a way to kick off the weekend for qualifying. So I will go ahead and do the course preview, like I said, and then get Team Slap's runs underway. So the line here in the middle, the starting lane is at the end of it. To my left, drivers will start in the right lane, lead car on the right, chase car on the left. But since this is qualifying, it's solo runs. Then they will do a 60-mile-an-hour roll until the road color change, which that is an acceleration initiation right about here. An acceleration initiation is basically you're accelerating and initiating at the same time. Then you're going to do a feint entry into this outside zone here. Along this corner, you must hit the outside zone before halfway through the corner for it to count. And then it's going to be a touch and go about in between these signs, or about halfway in between the corners. Then you're going to dive back in for an inside clip. Sweeping back out to another touch and go about where this sign is, or halfway between the corners. You're going to dive back in for this banked corner for another inside clip, out to another touch and go about where the small tree is. But if it gets taken out, we're going off of the big tree behind it. It's just hard to go off of that originally because it's so far away from the road, but that's how that's going to work. And then you're going to transition, come back in for another inside, or not another, but for the first inside zone of the season, holding that inside, sweeping back out to a final touch and go where this last big tree is on your left, holding that angle all the way to the finish where these white markers are, or where my car is going to be parked. So, car parked, and we'll get underway with Slap's runs. Alright, let me get in follow cam, aka drone mode. Hit back down the course, and Slap, just a reminder for qualifying and battles, you do not have to drive through the woods to get back down and start. For qualifying battles, you can drive back down the course to keep your car clean, or whatever the case may be. Alright, so please pull up to the starting line, Slap. Alright, when ready, honk your horn and then you may go. Alright, there's the horn. He's off and running. 60-mile-an-hour roll. Hits the acceleration initiation. Good angle, but did not get the outside zone. Possibly just got the touch and go. Oh, and he grips up. And goes all four off course. That is going to result in a 0 on that run, going off course like that. So he's going to go ahead and finish out his run, but that is going to result in a 0, unfortunately. So hopefully he can pick it up in his final qualifying run. As he's going to make his way back down to the start here. He was actually having a decent run going until he started to drop tires, and then he just went completely off course, which is going to result in a 0 on that run, as I said. So wait for him to pull back up to the line, and once you're ready, buddy, you may honk, and then you may go for your final run. Alright, there's his horn. He's off and running. There's a 60-mile-an-hour roll. Hopefully he can pull in a full run this time. Good initiation. Getting the outer zone pretty much there. Just dropping a tire, getting the touch and go, getting the inside clip. Just dropping a tire on another touch and go, missing the inside clip. Getting the touch and go. Getting the inner zone, sweeping back out. May have just missed that last touch and go before the finish, but at least he got in a good, decent run. So we do take the best score out of both runs. So that will be his second run score. That will put him in the qualifying. So good way to clean it up from Team Slap 980. That's going to do it for this session here. Let me pull up and see when the next session is. I believe it is at 2 p.m. Central, because this is the 1 p.m. Central. So in about 50 minutes, that's 5-0. These guys will be running. So 1 sec, guys. Alright, it'll be Zig and Carnage King teammates. They are no longer on Horizon Drift League. They are now on Elite Velocity Drift Team. So those guys will be running about 50 minutes. So until then, as always, keep it slideways.